Welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, this is LA Noir again. Okay, now to see if this game even has fucking audio this time. Because last time, the video was completely fucking audioless. And I don't want that to happen again! Oh yeah! It has game volume this time. But will the VOD? That fucking asshole. You motherfucker! I'll kill you, you stupid fucking VOD! If you do not have audio, I will kill you! Never gonna, never gonna, never gonna, never gonna, go! Woo! Okay. He could not do it. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. I've got a motherfucking bot command. You are a fucking pain in the arse. You cunt. Show me the full list of fucking commands so I can delete this cunt. Okay. Set. You fucking bitch. Motherfucker. There was always something trying to fuck my ass.
Be a bit more.
Ow! Bitch!
What the hell are you doing?
What the fuck? Oh, hello there.
Would you like to get up to some more mischief? It was fun the last time.
Yes, it was. I'm a bit surprised you thought so too. Although a girl doesn't get a chance to tend the wounds of a gallant defender every day. Shall we play blind man's buff?
That's really what you want to do?
I know it's a game for children, but I always liked it, and I won't feel stupid playing it with you.
All right, why not?
All right.
Good. Then follow me.
Oh! Whoa! What the fuck? I'm following you.
Nobody will see us here in this barn.
Are you shy?
It's a game for
Well, adults play it too, you know.
Hey, look out! Focus this.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
I'll cover my eyes.
Well, they do say love is blind.
Cheeky boy. But this is a game you won't be winning. I've got ears sharper than a bat.
And I'm as stealthy as a cat. You'll never find me.
We'll see. But if you leave the barn, you lose. Come here. Come on, spin me around. What are you waiting for?
Spin.
Blind I may be, deaf I'm not. Make a sound, and you'll get got. How does it go after that?
It doesn't matter. Go and hide.
I need to be a sneaky witch. Hide.
What was that? Was that?
Go!
You're a sneaky one. How come I didn't hear you? Oh no! I've left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked.
Objective. What the fuck? It's just like. Fuck!
You'll have to put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay.
No!
Hey!
Hey! I was picking that fucking shit up.
Hey, look out! Doesn't even know how to...
Fucking hell, stop running into me then.
It's sopping wet.
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Thunderstorms.
Shouldn't we spread the linen out?
Henry, hush now.
Hush. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck? That rain looks like it's going at like 2 FPS. Well, that was unexpected. McLovin. Woohoo! Yeah. Courtship. Pounded her pretty good. Alpha male. That was pretty thick though. Oh my god. Meanwhile, this old man was none the wiser. It's fucking mint. Fucking mint. Do you even know the way? There we go. Your horse's courage. You are a fucking cunt. Ah. Hey, King Jinx. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do today in this game. Yeah. If my horse would show up. Oh, there it is. Not quite as green screeny as your stream, but still. Wait, what? Yeah, I'll have to eventually get one though. Then you won't have to see my stupid background.
Why am I eating right now? Damn, stupid map. Probably easier to fast travel to Tamburg. My character's probably gonna have to eat once I get to my location. Damn, that's popping this thing. What the hell's with this really low frame rate rain?
Rossz helyen vagy, rossz időben. Igaz! Itt az ellenség!
Oh shit.
Gyertek, Ani!
Gosh, there's too many of these guys. What the hell's the guy with the arrow?
Viva las lactas!
Let me get some stamina. These guys are still too much, man. Fucking arrow guy. My God. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. 2v1, rest in peace. Let's see how far that takes me back. Hopefully next time I can actually kill those guys. Get off my horse just to look at a carcass on the road.
What are you up to, poacher?
What on earth are you talking about?
Horseshit. You're all covered in its blood.
I like to get in a fight now and again, and I've got the blood to show for it. So what?
You? You look more likely to shit yourself and run.
Wow.
What are you doing here? Looking for your kill, are you, you poacher? That dead deer?
I'm looking for humans and killing any I find.
You? Not likely. It seems to me you're the only one who did the shooting. I'm going to report you.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you then.
Shit.
Don't make me do it.
Damn it! Alarm! For fuck's sake!
That was so worth it. Max, let's have a look if you had any shit on you. The hell? 15 gold was worth it. Oh, really? Another witness? Yeah, whatever, pop it.
Quick, everyone, come here! Here, help! Damn it! Alarm!
Nope.
Quick, everyone, come here! Come here, quick! Alarm! Here, help!
We're getting too close to farmland.
Here! Don't let him get away!
This is bad.
You! Stop right where you are!
You, stop right where you are.
Oh my god.
Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest. Got me in the knees, have you?
Yeah, I think I'm fucked. Surrender. All because of a found quick time. That was my horse. Damn Pebbles, you're never here when I need you. I got fucked up by a bunch of farmers. Yeah. Next time I'm not stopping. I guess you're gonna report me for poaching. I had to kill you for that. And then another witness saw it, and then he got away. Yeah, the combat on this game, you do need to get used to it. Then again, your guy was never that good at sword fighting anyway. Oh my god. This is the third time I've died and had to start from this location. Eventually. There you are. How have you been, man? I've been alright. It's kind of hot today though. It's like 30 Celsius right now. I'd have to look what the hell that is in Fahrenheit. Apparently it's 86. Oh shit.
Come on,
Fucking bandits.
I'll have you. I'll have you. You'll get one for.
This guy's it's just the generic racing chair thing. I can't remember what brand it was.
I'll slaughter you. Come here, Lily Liver.
Damn. Yeah. These bandits aren't very organized.
Is that the best you can do?
Like, I'm out sword fighting these guys. They obviously have no idea what they're doing.
You call that combat?
Well, that's the first decent hit they've done on me.
Shit!
I'll slay you.
Oh, he surrendered. Huh. Yes, you have to give me money.
You'll have to pay up, then you can go.
All right.
Where did the other one go? I guess he ran off. Maybe I should continue my fast travel.
Who's that? What's that? You'll get what for?
It does need some work with patches and stuff, but for a game's developer's first attempt at an actual game,
I'll send you straight to hell. Bring it on.
damn. How many of these guys are there? What am I doing? Shit. I'm gonna die again. Yeah, I need a shield. I haven't come across one yet. If I kill this guy, I'll get one. Hey, block, stupid cunt.
Missed.
good guy gone. Oh, damn. Now to return where I started again. Because the saving system in this game is pretty unforgiving. And we begin here again, like the day started anew. Can I actually get to Talmberg in one piece this time? Oh wow, I actually made it this time. I actually have to get the game to save. There was no save there. Last resort. much further. Then it's a search area.
What's that?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
There is one. A crooked bastard he is too. I hope you're
this
here to
game
take
is
him
about,
away. He lives in a cottage at the end of the village by the road to
You're trying to
Rattay.
find a sword that some guy killed your parents. And then you have to get it back or some shit. It's pretty sure it's a revenge story. It's hard to explain if you didn't see the start of the game.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Okay then.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. but he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhoff raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Nothing unusual.
Good day to you.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Okay. I'll be right back. So, what am I actually supposed to be doing right now.
An inscription in blood. Pity I don't know how to read.
Yeah.
Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning.
Know how to read.
And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately, he started talking to the parish priest, of all people.
That's all.
Be a bit more...
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
I don't know how...
Do you know who Lubosh...
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest.
Okay, they were pretty much all
That's all.
going to give me the same answer.
blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Okay.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
50 coins.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Okay then.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, well, the main thing is you've managed to read the book. The rest is just practice. Only through a careful reading will you uncover the real meaning of the text. No book is written on a mere whim and without purpose. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Nullus est liber tam malus, ut non alique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
you going? Here, just as you ordered.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
Ale for me.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless, and we had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
One ale, please.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujitz isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the Church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough.
Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
I'll be right back with that.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj panuje swej smutek, do mnie loi rano utek, niech ich małżeński majstra, do wczera żylne staje prak. Už sejmoj svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejt v jejich kůži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední jen. Půlky se vábí, ano ráda sláví a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned, ať točí se svět.
Enough of this! Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh, come on. Ah! Oh. You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Come on, then.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
What is it? Hmm? Hey.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on my head. Oh, my guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No.
No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishops can have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
We'll never get away with it.
Not if you make a hash of it.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
What? Are you serious?
Never show up. The swimp.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point.
I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Just as we are commanded to obey the priests in matters of virtue, so are we commanded to defy them face to face if they live contrary to God's commandments.
Hear that, Godwin?
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honour to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
I had the damn microphone turned off this entire time.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a silver tongue.
I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague. He told him nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. But I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhoff.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall, too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Well then.
I'll get you! Stop him, someone!
You showed him. Thank you, that thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
It looks like my character needs to sleep soon.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Have you got a bed for the night?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night?
All right. Money up front, though.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price? Since it's you...
That's not enough.
My last offer.
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
That's easy. As soon as you go indoors, at the end of the room on the left, there's a door leading to the chamber. Everything's prepared for you there.
I'm looking for someone they call Riki.
That's the tanner's son, Enoch.
Where can I find him?
Hard to say. He's not around here much. Thank God for small blessings. You could try his folks' place.
What's the tanner like? Hinek's father.
The less I see of him, the better. He's not exactly sparkling company.
Why do they call him Riki anyway?
Why do you think? Because he's a tanner, of course.
What can you tell me about this Hinek?
What can I tell you? No, he's none too popular. No one cares to talk to him.
Why not?
Well, I'm not one to gossip, but I heard he keeps bad company.
So why don't people like him?
The old tanner's not an easy man. But a son should never let his father down. Enoch does nothing to help. He's always far too busy with his own affairs, though I wouldn't like to say what those are.
I feel quite hungry.
What? What the hell are you doing? Hey! Hey! Look out! Apologise.
Oh. Thanks for the follow. Joe Jim.
What is it? What are you doing here? What is it? What the hell?
Well, I guess you don't want to talk to me right now.
What's it to be? Good health to you.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Have you ever heard of him?
Sure. Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son, Hinek.
Ah, you wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there, is all.
How's that?
'Cause every time he brought some hides for tanning, and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right. I'll ask at the inn then. What more do you know?
Nothing. I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know. Hinek never told me nothing.
Bloody hell. Start using your head or I'll never find Hinek. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know?
Yeah, what did you know?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. Believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him, and it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
All right. But give me your word of honor you won't tell anyone about our deal.
You have my word.
Fine. So, what do you want to know?
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
I happen to know it's a dark place. A cave or an old mine shaft.
How do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch it on.
Oh, watch where you're going.
I guess we have to go find a mine shaft now. Oh yeah, my character can't swim, I'm gonna have to go around this. Unless it's not that deep.
I can't go any further. The current could sweep me to my death.
I guess I was right.
You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
What the hell does
What
this
is it?
guy want?
It's just that you look like someone who doesn't mind a bit of adventure. And as it happens, I'm looking for someone just like you.
All right. Tell me what it's about.
It's a little complicated. Let's just say I know where there's some riches buried, and you could persuade me to share that knowledge with you for a reasonable price, needless to say.
Really? 80 coins for a map.
Sounds a little fishy to me. How do you know about it?
Now that was an interesting twist of fate. I won it from a fellow at dice. He ran out of coin and bet this crumpled parchment. I'd have sent him to hell, of course, if I'd been sober. But I says to myself, why not? And I won it.
I don't get it. Why don't you just get the treasure for yourself?
The thing is, it's a bit out of the way. And with all that's happening in the country, the roads ain't safe. Never mind the forests. So I'd rather leave the joys of exploring to someone bolder than me.
That's a rather wild story. But worth a try.
Excellent. Here, take this. And I wish you good fortune in your search.
Oh, well. That's collapsed.
Hellishly deep here.
Not even the horse can make it across.
How about a small wager, my good man?
That depends. A wager over what?
It's simple. I tell you a riddle. If you solve it, you get back twice the sum you wager. If you don't, I get to keep your coin.
Who might you be, anyway?
Me? No one important. But you can be sure of one thing, lad. I walk the world, collecting riddles, stories, and sometimes arms. I live from day to day. But enough of my babbling. Do you want to engage your mind?
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Now, listen carefully. In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
3.
Is the correct answer. While the wind blows out 3, 7 burn down completely overnight, so the next day only those 3 can be rekindled. Oh, what can I do? Here's your 10 groschen. Spend them as best you can. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime.
We may well do so. Thank you.
Well done. Another dead end.
Jesus Christ. What am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhoff stud farm.
Got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, all right?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything what moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhoff, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy. I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then. Nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhoff.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhoff, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill.
Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smil, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sod's pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish from the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion.
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so bucketed from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well...
Hey, over here! It's up the hill.
Shh. Oh no. Another fight.
Found the cave. Shut up, Billy.
Oh shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck!
At least they don't know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
Hey, what are you up to?
Hey, who's that?
What are you doing here? Tired of life,
Just when I want...
have you?
What's the matter? Come on!
What the fuck?
Gone weak in the knees, have you?
Fuck! No curva.
I need your shield, man. Why the hell do I have foot injuries?
I'll slaughter you!
Did I just fall in a stupid hole again?
Got weak at the knee. You're gonna cry!
right now. Is that all you
I don't
got?
even have a fucking arrow equipped.
Damn!
Still missed.
I wipe my arse.
Is that...
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Where was the backup in that? It was literally 1v1 the entire fucking fight. That guy was absolutely useless. Just like my sword fighting skills. Oh, good. Hit checkpoint.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Damn.
Bring it on.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh!
I'll slaughter you.
You're dead. Call that combat.
Oh my god.
Bring it on.
This is what I get for going for bow most of the time. I suck at sword. And I'm dead again. I really need a shield.
Hey. What? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Come here.
What in the fuck's name was that? Oh my god.
You're dead.
And I'm dead again. Oh, we'll fight them together. Nah, the guy just runs off like a bitch.
there? Well now,
Holy shit.
look what's come crawling out from under some rock. Is that the best you can do?
Oh!
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
He dropped his sword, what the fuck? Interesting. Ragdoll.
Hey, who's there?
What the fuck?
Hey, what are you up? What are you doing there?
Who the hell keeps on saying that? Must have been the third guy. Oh. Thanks for the follow, DTK Schneek. Looks like this guy's in here.
Just like that. What I heard about him, he's a right
I'm looking for a colossus by the name of Timmy. I heard he works here.
I don't know anyone like that.
Listen, someone wants to kill him. I have to warn him.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, and listen well. It'll be better for everybody if you tell me. I'll be happy to know where I can find him. You'll be happy I don't have to get nasty with you and Timmy. I'm sure Timmy will be happy to stay alive.
You don't want to hurt him?
No, like I said, I just want to talk to him.
All right, but not here. We'll talk round the back, behind the mill.
Sure, taking your time.
Here I am. So, why all the secrecy?
What do you want from Timmy?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Promise me nothing will happen to him.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see, and he's always getting led astray by his no-good friends. And now there's some right peculiar characters looking for him.
Who are they?
I don't know, but they look like cutthroats, and they said some strange things, but I didn't tell them anything.
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway. Tell me where he is, and I'll take care of him.
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Mergweird.
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we could help each other.
You're welcome. Yeah, it is kind of like Skyrim, except for the fact that it doesn't have the fantasy element to it. It's more like a realistic game of the timepiece. I think it's 1402 or something. 1403.
And who are you looking for?
A great big ox by the name of Timmy.
That's interesting. I'm also looking for a big ox called Timmy.
Well, what are the chances? Could it be the same fellow, I wonder? Now, if someone were to tell me where to find Timmy, I might offer that man a job. We could use a smart fellow like that at the camp.
No magic in this game.
You have an encampment somewhere?
Well, sure we do. And no shortage of coin if you're ready to earn it.
Where is it?
Ha! All in good time. First, prove we can trust you. Help us find Timmy.
Yeah. This is bad. So many options. Attack will most likely cause my death. Yes, it's a lot more realistic. Like in this game you actually have to sleep and eat food. Otherwise it drains your health. And you have a stamina bar as well, but that was on Skyrim as well.
Alright, I'll tell you where he is.
Really? Why would you do that?
We're all Christians here, aren't we? Why not help thy neighbour? Especially if he pays 2 score groschen.
Ha! You wouldn't be my cousin by any chance. I'll give you 2 dozen, no more. Half now, and half when we find him.
Deal.
Alright. See you, King Jinx. Thanks for sticking around for this long. Me and my shitty sword skills. What should I do? Lie and say that he's in Rattay, or actually tell him the location? See ya. And attack will most likely lead to my death. Because there's 4 guys. 4v1. I'm probably dead. I'm gonna lie. See if they actually think I'm telling the truth.
I hear he's hiding in Rattay.
Oh yeah? Where in Rattay?
I don't know. You'll have to find him yourself.
Sounds like a pile of horseshit to me. Stop wasting my time and spit it out.
I've no idea where he is. I reckon I'll have to try my luck elsewhere.
Think you can get away with that? Take my coin and then say you know nothing? Where the fuck is he?
I'm dead.
You don't know when to give up, do you?
The one who has the upper hand does as he pleases. Boy.
True. Only you don't have the upper hand.
Fuck you. The hell's my horse? This horse is never here.
Enjoy this.
Yeah.
Now you'll see.
This is a fist fight.
Oh.
If it was a sword fight, I would be dead. Then again, I still might be. You are unconscious.
That's the end of you. Gone weak at the knees, have you? Bring it on.
Wow! I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. I'm literally getting knocked unconscious when I should be dying.
Come on, boys.
Where the... What? Oh, wow. My horse ran into me and I died. Yes, I died from my horse running into me. I'll be right back. Okay. No. Kingdom Come is not a 4K game. It's only being resoluted at 1440p. I guess it was the developer's choice. Pretty sure it's 1080p on PS4, but it's 1440p on Xbox One X. But if you have the standard or the S version, it's only 900p. Let's try this again.
What's going on there?
Wow. I'm
What's
back
that?
this far.
Who are you?
What are you
have
doing
we
here?
got here?
Tired of life, are you?
Entertainment.
Are you
Great.
serious?
You're dead. Is that all you've got? I'm gonna enjoy
If I could
this.
even get my sword out.
Enough. You've got me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. That's a shame. I'm like, probably like 20 minutes back now. All because I died to a stupid horse. Where the hell was the horse during that fist fight? Yeah, if I didn't hit the guy that was trying to help me with the arrow, that was unfortunate. Yeah. Very unfortunate.
Hey, who's there?
Well,
What
I
are you
never.
doing
The
here?
pig turns up well and good
Tired
for
of
the
life,
slaughter.
are you? Bring it on.
This guy is absolutely useless.
Come here, little. What's the matter? Come on. Call that combat.
Damn it.
You'll get one.
Yes, very unimportant. Damn this.
Is that all you got?
That guy was absolutely useless. It's like, yes, help me in this combat. No, run away. I'm not getting a break here. No, I'm dead. I couldn't get my stamina back up to even block. I need to hit the guy with the arrow first. My sword skills aren't that good. Plus, I don't have a shield. So I'm blocking with the sword itself.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I hit his
Bring it
shield.
on!
My god. The guy with the shield is the most skilled. And just like that, I'm dead again. If I can hit him with the arrow, then he should be half dead, but... yeah. I've got some pretty good potato amp.
Hey, what are you up to? The
What have we got?
Oh!
Entertainment.
That almost hit him in the
Vent
head.
my rage on someone.
Damn it.
You'll get
Oh, he actually surrendered. Yeah. Damn it.
gone weak at the knees, have you?
The guy with the bow is still there. Oh my god. Just one bit of stamina and I was dead. I need to hit that arrow shot on the guy with the shield. Then he'll go down faster.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh.
All right, you win.
Is that all you've got? I'll slaughter you.
Oh no, there is no difficulty to this game.
You call that combat? I'm going to enjoy this. Bring it on!
Why do I still have a torch out? God. Put the torch away, you stupid idiot.
What's the matter? Come on! Enough, please! I yield!
Thanks for the shield. They surrendered. I didn't kill them. Now to go back to that farm, like I was 20 minutes ago. They should add dual wield. Maybe the game does, I'm not sure. It's like... by the look of it, you can only equip the shield and the sword unless it's in one of the perks. Not down. So yes, dual wielding would increase your damage, but it would probably wouldn't allow you to block attacks then. It's like right button and right trigger is for the sword, and then left bumper is to block. Now not to die when those guys show up again.
I'm looking for a colossus by the name of Timmy. I heard he works here.
I don't know anyone like that.
Listen, and listen well. It'll be better for everybody if you tell me. I'll be happy to know where I can find him. You'll be happy I don't have to get nasty with you and Timmy. I'm sure Timmy will be happy to stay alive.
You don't want to hurt him?
No, like I said, I just want to talk to him.
All right, but not here. We'll talk round the back, behind the mill.
dead from the last fight. There's no way I'm gonna survive another fist fight with those guys that show up.
Here I am. So, why all the secrecy?
What do you want from Timmy?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Promise me nothing will happen to him.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see, and he's always getting led astray by his no-good friends. And now there's some right peculiar characters looking for him.
Who are they?
I don't know, but they look like cutthroats, and they said some strange things, but I didn't tell them anything.
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway. Tell me where he is, and I'll take care of him.
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merhoyed.
It didn't work so well last time.
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we could help each other.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
No? Why not?
I don't like your face.
Because I don't much like the look of you. You or your cronies. And I don't like you breathing on me. I don't like the way you stink. So fuck off.
Well, well. Bold words for a whippersnapper like you. Come on then. Let's see what you're made of.
The answer to my first one.
Sucked on it.
Yeah!
Wow.
Come here, little.
A guy in full armor can outrun me. My stamina bar is just atrocious right now. I'm getting my ass kicked again. Good. They're not chasing me anymore. Oh, half dead though. Where the hell's my horse? Now this time the horse better not fucking kill me. Wow.
you can do?
Oh shit, they found me again.
He must be here somewhere.
What's the matter? Come on.
What's going on there?
No. This is running right. Yep, getting beaten up.
You're history.
Now run. This is bad. Where the hell am I? Please tell me this town has somewhere I can actually sleep. Only way I'm getting my health back.
What was that? Hey! What are you doing?
Well, this village is no help. Have to return back to Talmberg and hope I don't die.
Hey!
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Where the hell's the bed? I think the beds were upstairs.
cave.
Wait, what?
You're dead. Go ahead and gather your...
I was trespassing. Are you shooting me? Son of a bitch.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper.
Let me sleep already.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am very serious.
Yeah, I think I'm really heavy. That's nasty. Sorry, I needed your bread. And your carrot. Wait, why is it telling me this guy's a quest marker? Ah. I have to grab the keys off this guy, apparently. If you would stay still.
Hey! What?
What?
Who's there? What's that?
Who's there?
Who's there?
Hey!
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm a filthy bitch. Sneak, sneak. Ooh. Maybe? No, I have to do it now. Wait, what? Oh, here it is. Did I just go around in a circle? I think I did. I'm still going around in a circle. Damn it. Da, 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 da. Thoughts on the game? It's rather hard. Still, I'm enjoying it pretty good. Am I only walking around in circles for... Oh my god. How the hell do you get off this stupid circle? It's running around in circles. Why like I can jump over the castle wall. Let me up the ladder. Oh my god. There were some stairs right there. What quest am I doing? One of the main quests. My friend Timmy. But currently right now I'm doing some side quest thing. I had to steal some shit from this place. Ah! Thanks for the follow, Metal Finger. And thanks for the follow, Iron Jamboy 007. Had to get a bit close to the monitor then. Writing's a bit small. What was I doing again? Yeah, you asked me what the main quest was. Now where do I have to... Ah. I have to bring this guy the stuff. Guess I'll fast travel to this place then. Attack on the road. Okay.
Innen kellett oda repülnie. Hát hol az a szemét?
No. Damn it. I have to retreat. I've got 15 college in 15 minutes. Chill stream. Have a good one. Alright, catch you next time. Oh my god. That was a good stab. And I'm dead. Damn it. How far do I have to go back? Never mind then. Do do do. Don't boom. Diddly do do. Diddly do do. Do you know the way? Well, I'm probably going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching.